descendant needs help. Timelines breaking, infinitely spawning. You need to fix it. Go now, awaken.
You opened your eyes and looked upon the great desert before you, the sand beneath your hands and feet. You didn't like sand. It was coarse and got trapped in your toes. But regardless of that fact, you slowly got to your feet. A few things became apparent to you. One, you were not in Dunce anymore. You were in some strange land, one you didn't recognize, but then you looked to the mountain, and you saw it. That's the same mountain you were just under. That's the same mountain that you slept under every night in that wonderful town. It seems you were right where you just were, but the town was gone. The kingdom of Dunce was gone. As you looked around, you saw a horse with a note strapped to its side. As you examined the note, you looked at it, and it simply read, "Find my descendant, Kronos." That wasn't much to go off of, but since you didn't have any other plans, you decided to hop on the horse and get going. You traveled for a while, a good while, before finally coming to a small town named Dunspore. You thought it was strange, especially since other signs said Dunsparrow, but you figured this is as good a place as any to start looking. As you hopped off your horse, you saw a man in front of you with a gun loaded right at your head. Hello, stranger. What brings you to these parts? Looking for some shelter, eh? From the blasting desert sun? Well, fine. I guess I can welcome you into Dunsparrow. However, you're gonna need to pass a little interrogation. So why don't you follow me? Don't question me. If you want to come into the town, you'll be interrogated. I mean, if you don't want to be interrogated, you can always get up back on that horse, and you can gallop on out of here. Choice is yours, stranger. Or if you want to make this a bigger issue, I'm sure a bullet between the eyes can solve this problem as well. I'm glad you're seeing reason. Now come along. My name's Sundown. Yeah, that's right, sundown, like, you know, the sun's going down. Why is my name like that? My parents seem to like it. I don't know. I don't exactly pick my name, stranger. My parents. They're long dead now, stranger. They've been dead for a while. I'm the sheriff of these parts, though, so I guess that's pretty cool. Now step into my office. Well, I would say office, but it's more like apartment. Alright, stranger. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Answer them to the best of your ability. Ain't no wrong answers, just... This will help me validate your honesty. Oh, and don't lie. I'll immediately know. How will I know? Well, let's just say I have a nick and a knack for knowing what's on people's minds. Kind of a little quirk of mine. Now,
Tell me, stranger, what's your name? Reluctant to give it to me, are you? Relax, stranger. I ain't here to kill you. I'm not here to collect a bounty. I'm just here to protect my town and my family. You understand, right? Good. Now just tell me your name. Interesting. Sounds pretty foreign, stranger. Well, I never heard of a name like that around these parts. Well, you got your Aarons and Arvils and Sarahs and Oprahs and many other names, but never heard of a Knox. Not that there's anything wrong with being named Knox, but it is rather strange. Stranger. Alright, on to the second question. Why are you in Dunsparrow? Right, looking for shelter. But how'd you know about our little town here? We ain't exactly a big town. In fact, we're rather small compared to the other towns and villages. Ah, you heard about it from a friend. Well, your friend needs to stop running his mouth. We like to keep the peace here, stranger, and we don't want a bunch of people coming down here. Much less the kingdom of Frostleaf. Ugh. They're powerful enough as it is. The military strength is frightening. Heard the king over there is losing his mind. Don't want to get in his sights now. Did I say something weird? You've heard of Frostleaf before. A merchant kingdom? Gods no. That is definitely a military kingdom. What year is it? Oh, it's the year 2500. Yeah, 2500. Why freaking out, stranger? Nothing. That aura you're producing ain't saying nothing. You look kind of freaked out, stranger. Almost like your mind just got blown. You're alright. The past. Are you a time traveler? Preposterous, stranger. Well, time traveling ain't exactly possible unless you're like some godlike being. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, we ain't gods here. Me, I ain't a god, stranger. I'm just a man, like anyone else. Sure got a couple magical tricks up my sleeve, as you probably could tell from my eyes, but for the most part, I'm mostly human. Now, stranger, on to the third question. And I need you to be honest with me, alright? Alright. What kingdom do you hail from? Well, you heard me. What kingdom? That's important because, well, you heard about how I talked about Frostleaf earlier. We ain't exactly on the most friendliest of terms. Well, our whole military is trying to conquer the eastern side of the kingdom, so they kind of left our whole western side completely dry. Only thing we got out here is sheriffs like myself, holding the law. No military strength to speak of whatsoever. Frostleaf has begun its rapid expansion across the land. And, well, we also have the kingdom of Sparta down there. I don't know, apparently they came after this place called Rome. They tried to, copy it. It's a whole mess, stranger, alright? So if you could tell me where you hail from, I'll... What, stranger? You hail from Dunce. Stranger, weird Dunce. Well, Dunsparrow. Are you sure? Stranger, we're not a kingdom. We're a small town, stranger. We barely have enough people here to be considered that. We're very small in comparison to everyone else. Whatever you say, stranger. Might be losing your mind. Might need to get some water. Here, drink up. I say drink up, stranger. You look a bit dehydrated and freaked out. Think you need to go get a bed at the inn. I'll pay for it if you want. Oh, you got cat. What kind of coins are these? Never seen anything like this before. What do you mean, King Seraph? We don't have a king, stranger. We don't even have a mayor anymore. Last mayor got killed. He was my father. I don't know who this Seraph guy is, but I could tell you this much. You definitely might have been hitting the head a little too hard, stranger. Time traveling, us as a kingdom, Frostleaf a merchant kingdom. I think you need to go lay your head down, stranger. Look, I understand you're having some problems. Just calm down, stranger. Well, from the aura I'm sensing from you, don't appear to be threatening. I'm gonna let you go, stranger. But don't be causing any trouble, you hear? I'd hate to have to enforce the law on you. Now, here, take this. It's a poncho, stranger. You don't want that summer heat on your skin, it'll burn you. Look, you're already getting a rash. I promise you don't want the sun on you. Oh, and also, stranger, try not to mention any gods around here. People are a tad touchy about that. Well, for example, a lot of people here worship the god Kronos, known as the god of time. Well, most of the other kingdoms worship the god of Gaia, the god of life. You can understand why it's a tad touchy. You worship the god of Gaia. Well, I'm making a pick of God for you. But listen, just don't talk about it, alright? Unless you want to end up in a fight. Oh, and stranger, another thing. For the love of Pete, keep your nose out of other business. Well, we ain't a perfect town, you hear? And some people tended up on the wrong side of the law. And while I try to enforce it, I can't get every single person. So try to keep your nose clean, alright? Alright, stranger, you mind standing here for just a tad bit longer? I think I hear some trouble brewing. Don't worry, it ain't you. It's those damn bandits again. Probably trying to steal some damn cattle. Alright. Look, just stay here. I'm gonna go take care of business. Oh, and another thing. Do not eat my gumdrops. Or touch my candy canes. They're mine. You understand? See that jar up there? You will not touch it. My candy canes. Final. Alright. I'm gonna go take care of business. Hey, Pete. What brings you to town? I'm here to take what is mine. I was run out of this damn town and you took my cattle too. I'm taking back my farmland. Oh, Pete. I'm afraid you might be mistaken, my friend. You see, this wonderful cows here belong to the Seraph family. And while I would love to entertain that idea, unfortunately, my friend, you are trespassing. So I might have to ask you to leave before this gets ugly. Leave? I used to live here. Not anymore. After you pulled your little stunt blowing up our water tower, as well as picking a fight with the kitsune, I had to kick you out. We don't need a war with the monsters now. Them ugly. Them ferocious. They'll kill us humans 5 seconds flat. Sure, they might kill us. But just as likely as I might put a bullet between your eyes, there's always a chance. But sometimes you gotta let things go. You gotta learn to live a little. And well, I'm not interested in getting in a war or a fight. So please, Pete, For both our sakes, remember high school when I saved you? Come on, can't you just turn the other way so I don't have to be mean towards you? Kind of owe you. I would hate to have to put my boot in your ass. Ugh. I'm getting what I said. No. You picking a fight? I think I might. Well, I brought some tools of my own. Nice, you brought a gun. Good for you. You don't seem that scared. Pete, wanna know something? What, Sundown? I'm very powerful, Pete. Extraordinarily. I have to treat the world as if it's made of paper. You know how difficult that is, Pete? To restrain myself 100% of the time, having to put all of my strength into not using it. Pete, I'm gonna kick your ass so hard, you're gonna cry to Mama, but even she can't help you. Sundown, now, get ready for some Kronos. Sundown, I am gonna have some fun with you. No. Now, Heavenly Pete's Descent. You thought I was gonna kill you, didn't you? Get the hell out of here, Pete, before I change my mind. Yes, sir. Let's go, Babe. Let's go. Stranger, what you doing out here? You know, that was rather bold of you, stranger, leaving the place after I told you to stay. You could have gotten killed from my aura alone. What was that? It's a long story, stranger. You got time? Fine. I guess I'll tell you. I am the reincarnation of Kronos. And while I don't have nearly the amount of power he had in his heyday, I definitely am strong. I can't control time or whatever, but I can channel dark and light energy into my body and unleash it. Sort of like a bullet. It's actually quite similar to a gun. So, it's easy to load a projectile like a bullet into my revolver here. And I can fire at a blinding speeds. Of course, I could shoot beams and lasers and all that, but I'm a bit of a traditionalist. Nothing wrong with a gun and rope. That and I don't like to scare people. Not really my thing. I like to be friendly and nice. Being cruel just staying in my nature. Do I have to resist my godly energy? Well, of course, stranger. I'm incredibly powerful. If I'm not careful, I can accidentally break someone. So I gotta treat every waking moment with carefulness. Example, if I were ever to find a lovely lass and lay down with her, I would have to treat her like cardboard. And well, that pretty much means I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. Not that I mind that much, though. So yes, I guess you could say I'm a bit of a divine person, but I don't really like to be called that, you see. I like to consider myself a man. No different than the rest of them. Anyway, stranger. Here. $5. This should get you a couple drinks at the bar. I'm gonna go basically fix the hole I just put in my house. Like I said, stranger, it's a balancing act. And it was nice meeting you too. Till next time, stranger.